Assalamu alaikum, namaste, sat sri akal, shalom and good day. You are listening to Awaz Community Radio. And today in the studio we'll be having Marcus Nisar. Now before we speak to him, contact us. Give us a call. It's 0161 839 9817. We're on Facebook. Just type in Awaz Community Radio. You can tweet us, that's at awazradio122, that's our Twitter handle, and email us, awazcommunityradio@gmail.com. Thank you for listening to Awaz Community Radio. Your host for today is Saira, and my guest is also a host. It's Marcus Nisar. Hi, Marcus.
Hi, how are you doing, Saira?
I'm really good. I'd like to introduce you, but I feel you do a lot better job than I would.
I don't know. Now I sound like I'm going to be showing off. What can I say? A lot of people know me, Marcus Nisar, as a host, a live host. I do many live events. And besides doing them live events, there's other things I do as well within the media group I have, Media M.
So can I ask, how did you get into presenting and hosting?
I think I was always in the media doing something, from the college days when I was young, back in the 80s.
Younger.
Okay, yeah, that sounds better.
The 80s were yesterday.
Was it? That's true, yeah. And it's fashion right now, isn't it? Yeah, you're right. So, yeah, I was always doing something, organising events, smaller events within the college community, and then after college doing something somewhere. But then I went to live hosting, probably 2004, and just took it from there.
Great. And you are a local lad?
I am local. I'm from Manchester, yes.
Despite me thinking you had a southern tinge.
You're white.
But I think perhaps because you've hosted so much and you've had to maybe learn to pronounce and enunciate differently, do you think? Adopt a
Well,
kind
I'll
of
tell you
style?
what, I was born in Oldham. Typical place. And I didn't know anything besides Oldham. But do you know what? Thank God my parents took me out from there. We came to Manchester when I was about 16, 1986 that was. And you know what? Things changed. My eyes opened. Coming in a city, things just changed for me. So it was good. I start talking properly rather than cuss me bro.
So you've been into presenting and hosting, and I believe you've also, admirably linked into lots of charitable causes. Yeah,
charities. I do quite like. I like genuine charity. There's a lot of charities about, which I'm not going to talk about, but there's a lot of genuine charities going about, which is really good. And I get involved with it, externally type of thing. People come hire me to consult them how to put an event together, especially people who are doing it for first time. And a lot of charity groups do events for the first time or second time. They learn from the first time and call me in, and I'll consult them how to do it.
So you've gained this through experience yourself?
Yeah,
and studying as well?
Yeah, of course. Experience really has. I've learned so much within the industry since I started live hosting, because I mentor artists as well. I bring on new artists and I mentor them and then bring them to a certain level. There's a lot of names that I could say, which I'm not going to say. I'll tell you some of them. And they come to a certain level where then I have to sign them up either with a bigger company or they can manage themselves. So, experience makes a lot of difference. Yeah, I could go on stage. I'll have a little team. So if someone's hired me to manage the stage itself, I'll bring either, if it's more of a religious event, then I'll bring some nasheed artists or some, religious, all type of religious people who'll be singing that way. But if it's entertainment, then I'll bring the singers on and the bands on, and I'll manage the whole stage. I'll have stage in the what do you call it now? The backstage people. I'll get all the team in, and so the organisers don't have to worry about it. All they need to worry about is looking after the guests. That's all. And it makes their life easier.
Do you still get nervous before you go on stage?
Do you know what? It's a question I ask, and it's a question I hear quite a lot with many artists. And I tell you what, many A-list artists, and what they usually say, yeah, nerves are quite good because we do get nervous. And I always wanted to feel how nervous feels, but because I just don't. Maybe because I'm doing it day in, day out, so I know what I'm doing. It could be that, I'm not sure. But no, I don't actually, no. But I like to have that feeling.
You'd like to be nervous?
Yeah, I would like to see how it feels. You know, the butterflies in your stomach, that kind of thing, you know.
So you're inviting the public to push you?
Yes, oh yeah, exactly, yeah. If they want me to, please teach me how to be nervous. And I'll teach you confidence. Hey, how about that?
That's a good exchange.
Yeah.
So what kind of advice would you have for young people, especially as we have volunteers come on the radio wanting to learn radio skills? What kind of advice do you have for new people who are trying presenting? Right.
With especially radio is very, very easy because the best thing is the public's not there. So I think if they be themselves, all you need to do is just be you. That's the beauty about radio. So if you're touching a subject, know about the subject, and talk about it as if you're talking to someone. So that someone is your mic. So you're talking to the mic. Of course, hundreds and hundreds of people are listening. That's fine. Doing mistakes here and there, it's not a problem because you could always apologize or rectify it quickly. So that's the beauty about the radio. So just completely be yourself. It's when people start putting an act on, you know, and they start being too nice on the radio, and I think that doesn't work. Yeah.
So do you prefer radio or TV? I'm aware I'm asking this question while we're on the radio. So putting aside the fact that obviously radio is better, do you prefer hosting for TV or radio?
I like live hosting. Yeah, I enjoy that. I like public. I like interacting with public. Radio is good as well. Radio, you know, with lots of calls are coming in, you know, that's really good. Because with radio, I'll tell you the beauty about radio is you could put a good message across. Whereas when you live host, you restricted what you're doing and what you're saying. So if it's an entertainment, you have to stick to that boundary. It's only entertainment. If it's radio is beautiful. Because you could probably come in one of the days and think about a subject, and that subject could be something about health, for example, because I'm very health conscious. I'm very, very organic. I make my own juices, etc. And I could talk about it, and I could talk about the benefits on that. And then from there, from benefits, even I could talk about personality, how to have a good personality, how that benefits you, etc., etc. And I think that's the beauty about radio.
And we were there last year when the Crumpsall Mela was on, and you were doing an amazing job, you know, really feeling the energy, and you know,
yes.
it looks, you make it look really easy, but we know it's not easy to do.
Yes, in fact, I didn't know it wasn't easy until I started doing, until I had a co-host. So there were some events, and some people would hire me, and they said, and they always tell me later, we have a co-host. I'm thinking, okay, and the problem with me is when I rush on stage, I actually run on stage, forgetting that I have a co-host. Then I have to kind of like settle myself down, thinking, oh my God, if it's a female, oh, she's got heels on, I better cool down. And then it's a co-host who usually say, you make it look so easy, you know, I'm feeling nervous. So I'm thinking, you know what, I don't think it's an easy job. Maybe it's just naturally the way I am. My personality is probably like that. So I realized, you know what, it's not actually an easy job, you know, to go on radio, to go on stage, but I can make it easy for people. You know, I found a way to make it easy. And if there's anyone out there who ever wants to talk to me, you know, I'm always there for people. Yeah. You're doing a fantastic job though, Saira.
Oh, nicely put in.
You are really good though. I am quite impressed, actually, the way you're doing yours. So I should be interviewing you.
Oh, thank you. I'm quite exotic down south here,
yes.
given the fact I'm from Scotland. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I thought just going to ask where.
You were worried about asking me if I'm from Scotland because I wrongly thought you were from London. So.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
Might come across wrong. But no, that's fantastic. It's great to hear. And I believe, you know, what you're saying, that some people are very suited to this kind of role. It's about having the confidence and not having the fear, not even if you're not aware of having butterflies, that can be a good thing.
Yes, of course. And I always say to a lot of organisers, I mean, they sometimes they have radio presenters to host with me, and there's a difference. A radio presenter sometimes can't do live hosting, or vice versa. There is a big difference, when they come in public. It's thinking, oh my God.
Oh, definitely. You've got to have your makeup on.
Yeah,
You've got to walk around in heels.
The right clothes.
I'm
right?
sat here in my slippers and my mug of coffee.
Yeah,
and
brilliant, isn't it?
Poor Marcus is having to look at my, non-makeup face.
No, you still look well. I think you should do live hosting one day.
I should do live hosting.
Yeah, I think you do well.
I could teach you about butterflies then. Well, thank you so much for chatting to us about yourself and what you do, and great advice as well. And we want to add just a little bit before you go about the Container to Syria appeal that the ITC Centre Awaz is linking in with.
Yeah.
And we want to thank you for your support.
Yeah, and I believe it's along with SKT, isn't it?
SKT Welfare, yes.
So I think it's a great idea doing this. And again, another beauty about this is the 100% donation. Collecting all what you can, a food bank, and they need it right now. They really do need it. I know many people who have been there. I know a well-known person. I know I'm in entertainment, but there's a lot of religious people who are very close to me, and they know what I do. But we're just so close. So I know Gary Bilal, who's from Oldham. He's only a young lad, and he's been there 3 or 4 times actually. And when he told me the situation, what's happening, because he went there to bury the ones who passed away, and to teach the people there how to bury them and how to do the funeral. And he said most of them were children, and he goes, because they've been in the freezer for so many months. He goes, when I was burying them, I couldn't. His emotions, it was just amazing, and what he did there and how he provided the tent to people. So yeah, these people need us right now, and we can do it. Everyone can do it. It's just having that little time. And I say what the ITC Centre is doing, and everyone who can hear out there, please support it, because we need you. Only you out there who can do this for us and help us. I know a lot of them are stuck with families, etc., and they can't get down to Syria or on the borders in Europe. That's fine, but there's many people who are going, and again, get in touch with ITC Centre. Yeah, definitely.
Thank you for sharing that story as well. It's important to hear first-hand accounts of what is going on.
Exactly, yeah.
And what we're doing at this centre is it's collecting actual items, and of course everyone is feeling austerity. Everyone. Some people might feel, oh, I want to give money, but I can't donate money. We are literally asking for shower gel, tins, bags, packets of rice or packets of pasta.
And also, can I say what else they require as well? Because I'm always here. When Amir Khan went down there, I was speaking to their team. They were telling me, Kari Bilal, everyone. And I think one of the most important things are especially blankets. If you could provide blankets, it could be good. Thick socks, that would be good. Because I know summer's coming, but it's still cold at night, etc. They need boots, they need socks. These are really important things.
It's the things you take for granted.
And it's the things what we don't realise. I mean, we wake up in the morning, and we've not realised we've just woken up from a warm bed, and when we come out, it's cold, and we'll complain, oh, it's cold, and then we could go downstairs and have a glass of water. And then we complain about the water, or maybe have half of it and throw the rest away. Not thinking, look at these people. Look at all these refugees out there who can't even have a sip of that. So we do take granted with small things like that when we're ordering food from a restaurant or a takeaway. We sit there with the lads or the families, and we'll order them, and we'll leave it. We won't take it home. Yeah, because we don't want to eat next day's food. But no, I mean, I've taught my little 2 girls, no, we're going to take this home and we're going to use it the next day. If you're not going to use it, I'm going to have it. And I think little things does matter. bottle of water. I don't know how much time I've got. Sorry, but this is what I really want to share: is bottle of water. And I see lots of them laying about. And I go to many places. I meet coffee shops, lounges. I'm sitting there and we'll have a bottle of water. And believe it or not, they'll drink half of it and leave the rest.
It's such a waste.
It's such a waste. And I'm sure, you know what, questions will be asked. I'm sure there will be, that water there. How many, I know it's only half a bottle of water, but how many children can probably drink that? How many babies can drink that?
And I'm hoping with the month of fasting coming up with Ramadan, hopefully, especially Muslims in the community, will be more mindful of not wasting.
Yes, yeah. We are wasting quite a lot nowadays. I don't think we never used to at one time, but because we're in that culture, the fast-paced culture, I think we'll kind of losing the plot, or not losing the plot because we're so busy. And with our children, it's the same again. We'll get them a quick, takeaway or an outside food, here you are. And they're eating it, but they leave the fries or they leave, something. And it's not the children's fault, it's our fault.
You're
Parents.
right. And it's and like you're doing, we have to lead by example. Yes,
we have to. And we do. And educate our children. When we educate our children, and sometimes our parents are quite spoiled. Sometimes they don't realize. I know the old school parents, a lot of them are fine. They always say, finish it off. My mum always says, finish it. No, we're not throwing that away. So, but there are sometimes parents. It's not their fault. It's just the way they are. So it's educating our parents, educating our siblings, and educating our children. I think it should start from there, and then go on with your friends. And when we eat out, a lot of that us we'll share. I hardly, because I'm such a health freak. I could promote health food on this.
I'm watching you on Facebook, Des.
So yeah, as you can see, I am. With juices in the morning, I could tell you what's good for you, what's bad for you, how to lose weight, how to have great skin, how to have great hair. I could go on and on. But yeah, food. Let's go back to food. You know what? Let's think about all these vulnerable people, all these people who are not getting food at all. They're waking up and they don't even know if they're going to have anything in the morning, until something in the evening. They don't have any money. They've not brought anything with them. So yeah, I think this is really, really important. So please, guys, you guys out there, anyone who's out there, please come to the ITC Centre, speak to someone here, ask them what they require, and then help them. See if you can provide something. And I think that's the best way we could go forward.
Thank you so much to Marcus Nisar for coming in, talking about yourself, and also helping to promote charitable causes.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you
very much.
Now, if you'd like more information about what we've been talking about today, give us a call on 0161 839 9817. We're on Facebook, just type in Awaz Community Radio. And also Marcus Nisar is on Facebook as well, so you can follow him for his healthy recipes. We're on Twitter. You can follow us, that's at Awaz Radio 122, or email us awazcommunityradio@gmail.com. Thank you for listening, and keep giving and stay safe.